ritual of a egg cleanse ritual. So today was egg cleanse ritual day, and it's gonna be right now also sauna day. Um, why an egg cleanse ritual? I don't know if you guys have ever heard of an egg cleanse ritual, but an egg cleanse ritual is important to do once in a while. I tend to do it once in a while, and I don't really tell people too much about it. But today, instead of just doing one egg cleanse video, I had to do several. So it's also sauna day, and for those of you that don't know what an egg cleanse ritual is, here you go.
The first time I did the egg cleanse, some stuff went down. You're supposed to like spray the egg with alcohol, do prayers over it, and then rub it all over yourself and just put the negative energy into it. It's supposed to take out hexes, bad karma, anything that just drags you down. You're supposed to break it and then put it into a glass of water. The first time I did it, they say you're supposed to look for pins, spikes going up from the egg inside the water, and you're supposed to look for shapes and bubbles, because the bubbles and the shapes have different meanings. The first meaning is the pins. If you see pins in your egg cleanse, that means people have hatred towards you. People don't like you succeeding. They don't like you doing things. The bubbles, that's the evil eye. So that's like the jealousy, people looking at you funny. They don't want you to succeed. And the third one, when I did my last egg cleanse, like last year, I saw like a skull in it. Supposedly, you see the face of whoever's like putting a hex on you.
That's so crazy. That's so...
But the first time I did it, I didn't see a bubble. So I did it, I felt better. After I was done the egg cleanse, something kind of told me like, this shit scared me. The first time I did the egg cleanse, some stuff went down. You're supposed to like spray the egg with alcohol.
So, I'll answer your question in a minute. Or real quick now, how to beat an aggressive boxer. Well, learn how to kick his legs, keep your distance. Legs are longer and stronger. Legs are longer and stronger than feet, guys, okay? We're on our way to the sauna now. That's gonna be the next cleanse, but the first cleanse I did is with the egg, you guys just saw. I'm gonna get into it more now. And the next cleanse is the sauna cleanse. So, this time when I did the cleanse, guys, it's the first one. The first egg had a lot of like lines and spikes and bubbles. The second egg even had blood in it. And I must admit, I even felt chest pain when I was rubbing the egg around me the second time. I ended up using 4 eggs because each one was just like dirty. And I did a 5th one, and I threw that one across the street. So, but I must admit, I did feel a lot better afterwards. Like you just feel like you have something lifted off your shoulders, like some weight lifted off your shoulders. And the reason I'm doing this cleanse is because it's just necessary to do it once in a while, especially when you have people around you that or people in general, hate, jealousy, someone who might have done a hex on you. These are all reasons to do a cleanse. Okay, if you feel like you keep working and you get stuck, or you're not getting ahead in something, sometimes it's the vibes that you're getting off of people. And I have some experience with this because I've literally been sometimes, like for example with my ex-wife. When I was with my ex-wife in Mexico, I was trying to sell my apartment and I just couldn't get myself to sell it. Every time I had a buyer, they were trying to scam me or give me half of the money for the apartment, and then I wouldn't sell it. My ex-wife was a very negative person, the type that like, my ex-wife from Mexico, by the way, the only woman I ever married. Basically, it just wasn't happening. It kept being stalled. And then the day that one of my best friends, Ryan, came to Mexico to visit, on that day that he got there, the next day, I closed the deal and got paid. But Ryan is a person who's very positive vibes. When you surround yourself with people that have the best intentions for you, magical things happen in your life. Like really, like magical things happen. And when you surround yourself with people that don't have the best interest in you, not the best things are gonna happen. You know, things can get stalled. You don't get ahead like you want, or you're being held back and this kind of thing. So anytime I feel like this is happening, I do an egg cleanse. It's been a while since I did one, I must say. Like it's been a while, but today is also Day of the Dead, and tomorrow is also Day of the Dead, and it's just on these days I just feel let's say a little bit more spiritual than I do on other days. I also have a lot of friends and family members that are just not around anymore, especially from Mexico. Like, I know too many people that are not here anymore, so I'm gonna have a busy day tomorrow with Day of the Dead. Saludos, Rabbit Roots. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, so last week I did a whole lot of walking. I don't even know how much, but on one of the days last week I walked like 24,000 steps. How many kilometers?
At the most, on one day, 15.
Like 15 kilometers at the most in one of those days. And I did some sparring. You guys can see the videos of me sparring. And so I did a lot of walking, like a whole week long, a lot of sparring, a lot of training. And the last few days I've been under quite a little bit of stress because of my probation issues, and also some other issues. So also dealing with some negative vibes coming from people also online, like on YouTube. You know, I've put in a new thing where people who make negative comments, it goes to a thing called, how do you call it, like a second checkup. Like I can check if I want the comment to be put out or not. You cannot just comment in my channel like you used to. If you put in something that YouTube detects as super negative, it won't automatically come up. Back in the days, I used to pin bad comments. I used to give into the negativity and the bullshit from people and trolls online. But I'm gonna stop doing that now. I'm gonna just try to attract more positivity, and just spend more time answering you guys good comments, good questions. If someone asks me a genuine question and I answer it, usually after I answer it, maybe they have a follow-up question and that's it. And then you did your thing, it was positive, somebody learned something. But when you respond to trolls and negative people online, they'll just keep going. That's why they're called trolls. You know, they'll start saying shit that doesn't even make sense just to try and get a rise out of you. And I get a kick out of it, because at the end of the day, they always end up giving up at the end. I always end up figuring out what kind of personality they are, what they're insecure about, just by what they're typing, and I attack them with the things that I know that they're insecure about. And at the end of the day, they always end up giving up. But nevertheless, they always come back later. You post something else later, or you're doing good in some other way, and they'll come back and try to shit on you. But I don't really let that bother me, but it is important to do an egg cleanse once in a while, because some people will just straight up put hexes on you or spells on you and things like that. Like in the video, they say that you see the person that's doing stuff on you in the egg, you know. So I'm not gonna get into too many details about what I saw, but those eggs were nasty, and especially one that had blood in it. But I feel a lot lighter after doing all that. And now on the way to this sauna, I'm gonna chat with you guys until I get there. And then that's gonna be the second cleanse, so that I can also like really clean my body from the inside out, you know, really sweat out all the toxins, all the negativity, do some stretching there, maybe get a little massage, drink a lot of water. And that's I gotta get my body recovered, and I have to heal my mind, body, and soul to prepare for next week, because next week I really want to be focused. I have a lot of stuff to do next week. I got work meetings. I've got to do a lot of training. I got a lot of videos to do live. I got a lot of videos to edit, to catch up on still. So I have a lot of stuff to do next week, and I really want to do it with a clear head, so that you guys can get the best of me next week. If I don't take care of myself and take care of my body, then the channel is also not gonna do well. And I'm really 110% focused, guys, on being able to do this YouTube thing full time right now. So in order to do that, I need to really focus, because I'm almost reaching the goals I want to reach before next year. So I have goals that I want to get done before 2026, and the beginning of 2026. There's a lot of things I want to get done. So you have to make sure that you're good first before you start to overwork, because I tend to do that. I'll overwork. I'll work on a video the whole day, or I'll train the whole day, or you know. But I'm a real workaholic, guys. Somebody said in the comments yesterday, someone said in the comments, "Hey man, how you doing, Abdul?" I know, man, you're waiting for my martial arts routine. thanks for the Superman punch compliment, Kahami. Yeah, Superman punch is a really good punch, man. It's one of my favorites, in my opinion. At least for me, it's been the most effective punch that I've ever used in the streets, because people always think you're coming with a knee or with a kick, and then you're jumping in the air and catching them like that. So it's always nice to throw that punch. I've never missed with that punch. Like, I've always landed it, because people don't know what the hell you're gonna throw at them, especially in the streets. No, todavía tengo que buscarlo, mano. Todavía tengo que buscarlo. He estado medio estresado y ocupado, mano. Por eso estoy haciendo este video. And also the martial arts morning routine. Like I told you, I already shot one, but I need to edit it. But I also plan on going live for you. So just going live and then showing you my routine throughout the whole day live. But I still have to edit that other one that I did when I was out of town. Yeah, so this is another reason we're getting back to the same thing. I did the egg cleanse today, and I'm going to the sauna now and trying to get a good night's sleep and rest, so that I can do everything I told you guys that I would do, like including everything you guys are asking me to do right now, because I have to be well rested and with a centered mind in order to do the best work that I can for you guys. So yeah, so today is sauna day. I don't know if you guys know the benefits of the sauna, but if you guys don't do sauna regularly, I do recommend you do it. I haven't done it in a while, so I gotta start doing it again. I used to do it on a regular basis because I used to train in gyms that had saunas. But the benefits you get from it are amazing, guys. You guys should really look into all the benefits. I'm not gonna get into all the benefits now, but for me, it really helped me all around. It was also really good for your mind, for weight loss. Yeah, also another thing that I really like about the sauna is that when you get used to the heat like that, right? And this is for fighting. This is a fighting tip. I used to do this a lot when I was gonna have competitions or tournaments. The heat you get from the sauna, if you can stand that heat until you're almost passing out. I don't recommend this for everybody though, I'm extreme. I will stand the heat until I'm almost passing out and do that multiple times and try to prolong that amount of time that I can handle being in there. When you mix that up with extreme cardio and extreme sparring, you're able to just take the heat longer when you're actually fighting. Like the heat in your body doesn't bother you as much. Like it literally gives you more stamina when you combine the sauna with the martial arts training and the running and the cardio. Sí, claro, la pelea de Fedor Emelianenko contra Krokop. Yeah, the fight between Fedor Emelianenko and Krokop. Yeah, sí, yo la vi, estuvo excelente. Es una de mis favoritas peleas. Algún día voy a hacer un video de reacción. Someone's asking me, who's asking me? Anthony's asking me if in Spanish if I like the fight between Fedor Emelianenko and Krokop. That's one of my favorite fights, guys. I think these two guys are two of the best MMA fighters or fighters of all time, both of them, both Fedor and Krokop. And in my opinion, that fight was like a tie. I don't agree that Fedor got to win. It was a tie, I think. I think they fought pretty evenly, you know. En mi opinión, esa pelea fue ¿cómo se llama? No me hace que ninguno ganó, fue un empate. Yo lo vi más como un empate, no como que le haya ganado Fedor. Siento que se hicieron casi la misma cantidad de daño. Well, it's power. I mean, power. I haven't really seen his kicks or analyzed it, but just to answer your question in general, where someone has really a lot of power in his kicks, keep in mind that speed makes power. Usually it's because they're fast. You need speed to have power. This is the same reason why we have speed limits and seat belts, right? If we're driving too fast and hit another car, guess what? It's a powerful impact and you die. If you hit the car super slow, if you go super slow, there is not really any power, right? Like if you crash into another car and you're both going at 3 kilometers an hour, nothing is gonna happen. It's gonna be like a little small tick and nothing happens. Even if the car's really big, if a big car hits another car, they're going at 3 miles an hour, nothing happens. But take a small car, go as fast as you can and hit a pole or hit another car, what happens? Damage is caused. Speed causes damage, guys. So it's in order to have power, you need to have speed, always. You can have pushing power, which is the power you get from weight training, and there is ways to use that in a way, like for fighting, in a way that's also a type of power, but it's not the same. It's not explosive power. It's not the power that will necessarily knock you out. How to increase the speed? Well, you have to increase the speed in your fast twitch muscles. You have to work your fast twitch muscles. This is easier when you're younger, because when you're younger, you already have them, and you do lose them with age. If you don't keep them up and keep training them and keep them on point, you will lose it. So the younger you start, the better. That's one. And two is just speed training. You have to do speed training, speed drills. For kicks in particular, I recommend ankle weights, kicking underwater, and in general, just trying to kick faster each time. Try to kick each time faster than the last. You know, like Coach Greg says, train harder than the last time. You'll go faster than the last time each time. Try to go faster, faster, and faster. You want to kick faster? It sounds pretty logical and simple. Just do it. Just kick faster. But if you add the ankle weights to your legs, and you add the if you add the ankle weights to your legs, and you add kicking on the water, and by kicking on the water, I mean kick like below right here, like get in the water up to your chest, and just kick below the water, and try to kick underwater as fast as you would outside of the water. When you start to feel like you're almost there, because you will get there if you go on the water and you just try to kick as fast as you can. Do that shit for like weeks. And when you do this, listen, one key point when you do this: don't kick normally for like a week or two. Don't kick normally. Only kick underwater, and only kick with the ankle weights. And if you can't, wear the ankle weights the whole day. Like you get up, you put them on, you walk with them, you do everything you do the entire day with the ankle weights on, including your training. You just get your calf muscles used to having that extra weight. After 2 weeks of doing this shit, then you take them off, and then you see the speed. If you're gonna fight, I suggest you take them off and rest 4 or 5 days, 3 days or something like that before your fight, and then your legs will be super light, which by definition means they will be fast. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Who would win between Mike Perry and Michael J. White? That's not a difficult question. ¿Quién ganaría entre Mike Perry y Michael J. White? Eso no es una pregunta difícil. Any fighter in the UFC can beat Michael J. White. There's no reason that Michael J. White can beat one UFC fighter. Not even one. In the history, entire UFC going back to its beginning. No hay ningún peleador en la historia del UFC, desde el principio hasta el final, que le vaya a perder a Michael J. White, ¿ok? Michael J. White no sabe pelear, nada más sabe pelear en las películas. So I know he had a beef with they had like some back and forth and some shit talking back and forth, but Michael J. White nunca va a pelear contra ningún peleador del UFC. Llegar a pasar, no va a contar, no va a dudar si decide hacerlo. Yes, I mean, you can definitely, man, you can definitely always increase your speed. You can always increase your speed, and that, like doing what I just told you. But I do suggest that you do train in a real gym. Like also take some taekwondo classes. Like go train a coach. You don't have to necessarily. I mean, it depends also if you have the money for it, right? You don't have to necessarily. You don't have to necessarily do the whole belt stuff and testings and all that. You can just do, like, for example, pay a taekwondo coach to just teach you the kicks. You can do that, you know, just take private lessons with a good taekwondo coach to just teach you how to do better kicks and correct you. Because there's nothing like having a person in front of you that knows what they're doing correcting you. I mean, learning on YouTube is great, guys, and it benefits me that as many people as possible want to learn on YouTube, watch my videos, perhaps sign up for our members only. But the reality is you're always better off having a one-on-one with someone. Nothing beats actually going to a real dojo, training, doing the sparring and all this type of stuff. The YouTube stuff, listening to me and all this shit should be like an extra. All right, you guys can listen to me a lot because I do know what I'm talking about, but like you guys also need to train at a dojo with you guys need sparring partners. You guys need people to train with, someone to actually hit, someone that's hitting you and getting hit and moving away from you and also trying to hit you back and all this stuff. Like that's necessary. because when you're training, you need to be corrected as you're training, while you're training. Gracias, Anthony. Am I good at acrobatics? Is that a question? What do you mean by acrobatic? What does it mean by acrobatics?
Acrobatic.
Wat betekent dat?
Dat hij acrobatic circus, weet je wel?
You mean like flipping around and doing backflips and front flips? You mean like tricking? You mean tricking like martial arts tricking? Abdul, or what do you mean? I'll wait for you to answer me. Yo, what's up? How you doing, man? Since we're stopping, I'll show you guys little farm. You can see a little bit of Holland. Tricking. I used to do quite a bit of tricking back when I was in the Taekwondo demo team. What did I used to do? I used to do front flips. I used to do back flips. I used to do the cartwheel stuff. The one I used to like the most is the running to the wall and stepping on the wall, 1, 2, and then going back. I used to do fight demos doing all of this stuff. But I stopped doing it because I made the choice of, like, one time I did that thing, the stepping on the wall thing, one day when I was really sweaty and training and flipping around everywhere. This was back when I was, let me think, 17. And I did the step on the wall like that, 1, 2, and then I slipped and fell. Like, I did the movement to flip, but I wasn't able to really take off. So I fell in a nasty way, hit the back of my head, and I cracked my neck. And I almost broke my neck. And that's the day I decided that if I'm gonna break my neck doing martial arts, I'd rather get my neck broken by an actual real kick than doing some stupid flip like I'm in a circus or something. And I realized if I'm gonna take that risk anyways, fuck it. I'd rather have that happen in a real fight. And that's the moment I decided that I wasn't gonna flip around like a monkey anymore. And I was just gonna focus more on the actual kicking for fighting. And the fancy kicks, I still focused on the leg holding. Obviously, that's something I focused on a lot because that's really difficult. So I just focused more on that, on the leg holding and perfecting actual kicking for fighting and actual kicks like the 720, the 540, the splits kicks and all of that fancy shit. I mean, I do all of that too. That's also arguably considered tricking, but it's also not because it's just part of traditional martial arts. The tricking is basically just mixing up gymnastics with something that kind of looks like martial arts. It became like a new thing, especially in the early 2000s. It was really like late 90s, early 2000s. Tricking really became a thing in movies and martial arts and demonstrations, but I was never a fan of it. It takes up too much time and too much damage to your body for it to, like, look at Scott Atkins. Look at how he walks around. I can tell he's got knee pain from doing all that shit. And for what? Just to look like a clown jumping around. Like Bruce Lee used to say, right? What did Bruce Lee used to say? It is very easy for me to put on a show and be cocky. I can show you some really fancy movements and be all flooded with cockiness and feel like really cool and all that. But to be honest to oneself, not lying to oneself, to be honest to yourself, that, my friend, is very difficult to do. This is why when you see Bruce Lee's movies, he does shit that actually would work in a fight. You don't see him jumping around like a monkey like Scott Atkins and Michael J. White. For those of you that don't know what the fuck he meant by that, that's what he meant. He meant don't just waste your time showing off. Be real, be genuinely yourself, and don't try to copy a successful personality and imitate it and try to be successful, because that's never gonna work. A lot of people still don't understand a lot of the shit that Bruce Lee was teaching us, and these same people will talk shit about him while not even understanding like a fraction of his teachings. I doubt that these guys ever even read one of his books. This includes Michael Gay Black. Because that's what I think people should start calling him. Michael Gay Black, not Michael J. White. You guys should start making that a thing. Start making memes or something. Put him on Google. Why? Because his kicks are gay and he's black. He's not white. And I'm not trying to be racist here, but his name is stupid. I would have changed my name if I was him. about the roles of carbs are always going to be necessary. My way of doing it, I'll just tell you my way of doing it, okay? I really believe a lot in intermittent fasting. I do it all the time. I fast often on a regular basis. I sometimes go 24 hours without eating. But when I do eat, I always break my fast with the protein. So the fish, the eggs, sometimes I break my fast with eggs and fish at the same time with no carbs. I always do add the carbs eventually, but for me at least, I tend to like the carbs more with like my last meals before bed, because it tends to help me sleep. When I have carbs and a little bit of sugar, it just makes me want to like not do nothing. When I'm fasted, I work the best. I work out the best. I work the best on YouTube. Most of the time when I'm training all day and working all day, I try to do it fasted. It also gives me more energy. I'm able to focus more. Fasting gives you like a little bit of an adrenaline. They research, and now I understand why I have so much energy when I'm fasted, because I'm an adrenaline junkie. You give me a little bit of that shit and I go on for hours. I'm good, man. How are you? How are you, Ann? Ninja Ginger Trickster. Yeah, Ninja Ginger Trickster, he's actually a really good kicker. He's not a better kicker than me, but he's like almost at my level with normal kicks, guys. Like, he's really good. He's almost at my level with normal kicks, and he's way above me with the tricking. So he's definitely really good. Like here's my level with kicking, here's his level with kicking. Here's his level with tricking, here's my level with tricking. So he's he's really good, okay? But he's not better than me at kicking. He's not better than me in flexibility. And if we fight, I'd fuck him up in less than a minute. I'll fight him any day of the week in taekwondo or in kickboxing. But it would only make sense to fight Ninja Ginger Trickster taekwondo, because he's only a taekwondo guy. He's not a kickboxer. Like, if he fought me in kickboxing or in a street fight, I would hand him his ass in probably 20 seconds. A taekwondo fight, it may take me longer, like a minute, maybe 2 minutes, maybe a full round or two. It depends on how he actually fights. But I've seen him kick, and he has almost flawless kicks. I will rate his kicks one day, and spoiler, he will rate high. He's good. Ninja Ginger Trickster has really good kicks, and he's on my list to be rated. I don't think he'll rate as high as Ron Smorenburg, but he'll definitely probably get really close. Nice emojis, Healing Ann. What is that? Oh, I see. Yeah, so carbs are good, but not too much. You should definitely eat them, but you shouldn't eat too much of them. Keep in mind that in order for the protein to really work as well, like as good as it should for muscle building, you also need some carbs. Just don't overdo it. Don't do what Dutch people do, for example. I don't know if you guys know how Dutch people eat, but a typical Dutch person would be like, gewoon brood eten. 2 keer per dag brood eten, 1 keer per dag warm. Which means just have one warm meal a day and eat bread twice a day. That's just stupid. A lot of people here will just eat only bread in the morning as breakfast. That's not good to just put a bunch of carbs in you. The first meal that you take in the day is really important. I wouldn't call it the most important meal of the day, but it is very important what you absorb in your body first, especially right after you work out. You know, you do want to get that protein in you like within 30 minutes after your workout. Te voy a decir la verdad, I didn't even see